all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We're going to start. Young lady.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Fresno. Switch it. Come on, switch it. No. Off. Check. Crunch.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Let's go, Eddie! And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check.
Allen off the play fake. And this one caught by Beasley. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right there. Down, Eddie! Right there, 54 Mike. Come, baby. Woo!
On 2nd and 7, Allen. They go with a screen to Gore.
Good play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Tighten up. Lady. Shoot. 25, check 25, check. Lady. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's gonna be a long
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here we go. 57.
Allen to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley.
Get the fuck out of here,
They
bro.
convert
Beasley
on
is not
third
like
with a
that.
gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Mike Spaghetti. Mike Spaghetti. Stop your body.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mike. 53. Mike. Strip the ball. Strip. Alert.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, this week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll take it
that is
into
the
end
most
zone
bullshit
for a Buffalo
ever,
touchdown.
bro. How does that one guy block 2 fucking
22-yard
guys?
touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
God damn it, bro. I needed one more second.
Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 20. 64. Weak.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field, defense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete. It's Gore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We own them. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike, you must be getting tired of this.
Now it's the backup Simeon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return. It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Man, burning the fucking clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's got Gore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike 5-4. Round 80. Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, look 3.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And Beasley with it over the middle.
Yo, somebody has to
just shy of the 40
stop
down
that,
at the
man.
39. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. On first down, Singletary, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Play. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Allen. And able to find John Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
And the Bills' first down.
Oh, we're allowed to use fucking, what's it called in this league?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get in there. He's checking. Crash. Oh, 80. Mike's 49. 49, guys. Mike. Greystone, travel.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
On the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover. Downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Here's Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If the clock took all the way down, you might as well just chew it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go right back to Singletary. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check three.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. And that's complete to Brown. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
22 yards there, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
It's just me and you. It's us.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you.
Go!
Now Darnold. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
49.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go.
Darnold to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.